New segment here on the show. We are going through 3 super teams that could beat the Golden State Warriors.
Kawhi wants to get traded. I'm going to trade him away.
Kawhi is the centerpiece.
Let's wake up the Rubenstein trade machine. Let's dust it off a little bit. It got a little dusty over the weekend while I was celebrating my birthday.
Cobwebs.
Yes, absolutely.
Let's break them out.
So Kawhi Leonard's going to get traded. It's going to happen. I cannot believe that he actually wants to get traded. Dude's giving up almost $80 million by leaving the Spurs. He wants to go to the Lakers, which I guess makes sense. But I want to make this very clear before we go into this. Neither Cam nor I believe that Kawhi Leonard is going to get traded to a team in the West. So before you see my trades, if I see a YouTube comment about Kawhi Leonard not getting traded to a Western Conference team, you didn't watch the video, and I'm calling you out right now. Rant over.
There's reading comprehension, and then there's listening comprehension.
Ears, people.
So there you go.
Come on.
All right. So for the Lakers, what's the situation here?
So I added a new little note to our team card here. What do the Lakers need to be a super team? Well, they need LeBron James, and they need 2 All-Stars to surround him with. They already got Lonzo Ball. They got Brandon Ingram. They got Kyle Kuzma. But unfortunately, if they want Kawhi Leonard, they're going to have to give up 2 of Lonzo Ball, Brandon Ingram, and Kyle Kuzma. So that's the first trade I have for the Lakers here. Brandon Ingram, Kyle Kuzma, Luol Deng, and then 2 first-round picks. Now, if you're looking at that and saying, oh my God, that's so lopsided. A, the Spurs do not want to trade him to the Western Conference. B, they certainly don't want to trade him to the Lakers and create a super team with LeBron James inside of their own conference. Mind you, with the Spurs, this was around a 50-win team last year without Kawhi Leonard. So they're going to be good next year no matter what with Greg Popovich. They do not want the Lakers to become this wild super team. But they will make that trade if they need to. So here's the super team that could beat the Warriors for the Lakers. Lonzo Ball, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, LeBron James, and you can throw in any center in there to complete that team. That is a team that can take on the Warriors.
Okay, then you got another option here, Harris, involving Lonzo Ball and Kuzma.
So I took out Luol Deng and I took out Brandon Ingram, and I kept this a little bit smaller. Lonzo Ball, Kyle Kuzma, 2 first-round picks for Kawhi Leonard. I still think that's not enough for the Spurs. I still think they're going to want more than that, but it could still be a possible option. Now, we showed you the listicle lineup before of one potential super team. Here's another one. How about Kevin Durant coming to the Los Angeles Lakers? Now, we have heard, obviously, from Kevin Durant that he wants to go back to the Warriors, and that he doesn't want to go, he doesn't want to leave. But if you're LeBron James and you're trying to recruit people to the Lakers, your first call is to Kevin Durant. You're saying, hey, you won 2 titles, you won 2 finals MVPs. Now let's prove that we can beat these son of a guns. Because he never was able to. He lost with them against OKC back in 2016 to what he has explained multiple times to be the worst basketball memory of his entire life. Watch out, people. I think Kevin Durant has a 99.9% chance of going back to the Warriors. But that 0.1% chance, I think it's the Lakers with LeBron.
All right. Be sure to hit us up in this reaction poll about Kawhi going to the Lakers as well. Let's check in with the next team on our list, taking a look at the Philadelphia 76ers. Very much in the LeBron James sweepstakes.
Yes, very much in LeBron James sweepstakes. Now, I put down super team needs. I don't think the 76ers need LeBron to be a super team. I think they can make a trade for Kawhi and sign Paul George or do any sort of combination of acquiring 2 of LeBron, Paul George, and Kawhi Leonard. But we're kind of centering this around Kawhi Leonard. So here's what a possible trade could look like for Kawhi Leonard. Now, I think this might be a tad heavy. However, I'm kind of judging this based off of what could happen on draft night or the next couple days up until draft night. And if you're trying to include that 2018 first, they have the number 10 overall pick, I think the Spurs right now are looking for the world. Why trade Kawhi Leonard right now before they've even sat down and had a meeting with him? So those trades are going to be way more expensive in general. I mean, I don't think the Spurs are ever going to accept a deal for Kawhi Leonard that is anything less than top of the market deal. Like outrageous trade. So with this one, I mean, look at that. Ben Simmons, Paul George, Kawhi Leonard, Joel Embiid. Congratulations, you officially figured out how to surround Ben Simmons with enough shooters to make him work. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard would do beautiful things on that 76ers team.
So that's a Warrior killing lineup.
Not next year, but the year after that is the year, because I think Ben Simmons needs one more year. I don't think he's ready to beat the Warriors on primetime television next year with Kevin Durant, but the year after that,
hashtag 2020.
Hashtag 2020 indeed.
Okay, let's take a look at the Boston Celtics. They have been rumored to be in so many different trade discussions. Kyrie, obviously returning, and a big piece of that team. You've got Horford, etc. Now you perhaps bring in Kawhi.
Yep. Now, I've been called, Lakers homer, a Celtics hater, which doesn't make sense to me because I've been a Celtics fan since birth. And look, I think overall, just kind of looking at the Boston Celtics, you have to ask yourself the question, do you want to blow up everything, not blow up everything, do you want to give up that many assets and go back from what you had last year for a guy who doesn't want to play for Greg Popovich? Like, I think that's one of the weirdest things about this whole thing is that Kawhi Leonard is turning down the opportunity to play his entire career with Greg Popovich, play for a stable organization, get paid $200+ million over the next 5 years. And if you're the Celtics, you need to ask, do you want that amount of trouble on your team with the amount of people that you have to pay over the next couple of years? Kyrie Irving's going to need a new contract soon. Jaylen Brown's going to need a new contract soon. Jason Tatum needs a contract in 3 years. Al Horford's up in 2 years. Then if you trade for Kawhi Leonard, all of a sudden you have another contract to pay. Where is this money coming from? I just wonder if the Celtics really need to make this move, I guess is the real point. But Danny Ainge has never needed to do anything. That's why it always works out.
Don't underestimate Danny Ainge.
Trader Danny, baby. No one underestimates
anything.
Trader Danny, especially Harris Rubinstein.
We've been giving you guys shout-outs throughout the show. We've got Ed on YouTube. I'd rather watch you guys over any ESPN channel. Ed, from us to you, we thank you for taking time out of your day to watch us.
That's because that ESPN trade machine crap that you guys see floating around social media, it's got nothing. Rubinstein trade machine, that's where it's at. 100% accuracy every single time.
All right, keep hitting us up in the comments section. We got a few minutes left of the program. We'll be sure to get out those shout-outs. But in terms of Boston getting Kawhi,
the most difficult thing with getting Kawhi to the Celtics is not assets. They have the most assets still of any single team in the NBA, and it's not even close. They have 4 first-round picks next year, multiple young players, multiple expiring contracts. This is a way that the money could end up working. And I have Marcus Smart in there. I know everyone's going to yell at me, oh, but they don't have Marcus Smart yet. It would obviously have to be a sign and trade with Marcus Smart in this deal. That could work because you get Marcus Smart's money off the books. You get Marcus Morris's contracts off the books, plus Jaylen Brown. But I think with that trade, maybe the Spurs ask for the Sacramento pick over the Memphis one. But I will say this. Holy crap. Look at that lineup. Coached by Brad Stevens, Kyrie Irving, Kawhi Leonard, Gordon Hayward, Jason Tatum, and Al Horford. What they basically did is stuck Jaylen Brown in a time machine, aged him 5 years, and he popped out as Kawhi Leonard at his peak. That's
a great way to put it.
That is an outrageous move if you're this. If you're the Celtics and you can make that happen, you do that any day of the week.
All right, one more trade to get through here. Kyrie this time going to the Spurs.
I want to make this unbelievably clear because people still do not listen to the words that are coming out of my mouth. The Celtics are not trading Kyrie Irving this offseason. It's not happening. They are not trading Kyrie Irving. However, if they really, really want Kawhi Leonard, they could offer Kyrie in a first next year and be done with it. That is the easiest way to get Kawhi Leonard. Call up the Spurs, say, hey, we will offer you a top 20 player along with a first-round pick next year. I think that is the easiest way that the Spurs or that the Celtics could get him, but I just don't think they want to trade Kyrie. They waited so long to get a superstar that actually likes Boston. And I think we're seeing here that they just don't want to give him up.
All right, folks, be sure to hit us up in that reaction poll about LeBron James because perhaps he could be a part of this super team that we have constructed.